Thank you, Ricardo, and our constituent members here at Local 837. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is my favorite evening as well. You've heard that time and time again this evening. What a great event this is. Our guests that are here, how much they enjoy coming here, and it's for good reason. Because when you see young people that have done so well in school at such an early age, it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing because I know that our future is sound because of what you're doing today. The credit, of course, goes also to your parents, my dear recipients, who have given everything to get you to this point here today. So I congratulate you, the recipients, and your families for a job well done. I want to read out your names, and as I do, I want you to come up and sit here in front. Danielle Cachot, please join us. Christina Conidi, Randy Day, Ryan Day, Trevor Kearse, Sony Tu, Danny Foreman, Amber Lay. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2010 scholarship recipients. I wasn't good at math either in high school, but I'm not the Minister of Revenue. You're just lucky there's no press here tonight. Sophia, we love you, whether you were good at math or not. I think you did a great job as a Minister of Revenue. I hope you don't become the Minister of Finance, but ladies and gentlemen, every once in a while I bump into folks that use the terminology just a laborer. And I'm sure sometimes even our kids say that, you know, what does your dad do, what does your mom do, and they're just a laborer. In the old days, our charters used to have written common labor, which I find to be a fairly derogatory definition of what our members do. I don't think there's anything really common about your parents. I don't think there's anything common or ordinary or quite frankly just a labor when it comes to your folks. I think you know that. Our members, ladies and gentlemen, many are here this evening, are anything but ordinary. They are the folks who in 1968 voted for the very first pension plan in Central and Eastern Canada right here in Hamilton at Local 837. A pension plan that in 1971 became the Labour's pension plan of Central and Eastern Canada that right now has $2.3 billion worth of assets and one of the best multi-employer pension plans anywhere in North America. In fact, in 2008, when the rest of the world was in a panic, in absolute crisis, that pension plan was in the top quartile of any pension plan in North America because of the decisions that your parents made, because of the voting of our members who voted in favor of setting up that pension plan, the same members who voted year after year to increase their pension contributions that's grown into the best pension plan in the country. They're the ordinary folks, the common laborers, that had the foresight to set up these pension plans. They had the foresight to ensure that these pension plans had good investments, like building 9 hospitals in the province of Ontario through the infrastructure program in the last few years, through the very first infrastructure program that any union pension plan has set up in Canada. And in fact, I just got back from the United States on Wednesday evening. To date, our infrastructure plan that Liuna set up is the only infrastructure plan that's set up by a union anywhere in North America. this is what Just Laborers have done. They've set up the best benefit programs for all workers right throughout Canada. Best pensions, best benefits, some of the benefits that you enjoy while you're still in school. Pretty soon when you finish this, benefits are going to go. I know my daughter's one of them graduated from college, and she said, "Dad, I went to the drugstore. They won't cover me anymore." So be prepared. So, ladies and gentlemen, Just Laborers have done extraordinary things. And I salute your parents that are here this evening that have had the foresight to do these wonderful things. You're sitting in an investment right here this evening that Just Laborers voted on to build, and it has become a premier facility. In fact, back in the very first scholarship function that we had 22 years ago, we were at Liuna Gardens, another facility that the Just Laborers had an opportunity to vote on. That is also a premier conference facility that bridges both the Hamilton and Niagara area. So a lot of accomplishments have been made because of the courage, the intelligence, and the foresight of our members who are here this evening, and many who are not. Many who are pensioners, and many who are the parents of some of our recipients who have gone on in life to do great things, and you're going to hear from one of them in our keynote speech here this evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to speak any longer. I think that all of you are anxious to hear from our keynote speaker this evening, and I want to say a few words about her before I call her up. Several years ago, and I can't believe that 21 years has passed already, it was the second year of our scholarship function back in 1989. And I remember standing at a podium, no, it's not this one here, it was a podium like this one at Liuna Gardens, where we had, at that time, I believe it was 6 scholarship recipients. We've expanded the number of recipients we had. And at that time, we had just started the CST program, the Canadian Scholarship Trust Foundation, and we couldn't afford to enroll all of our kids, all of our members' kids in the program, so we had decided to enroll only the 6-year-olds and under, and then all newborns from that point on. And to date, after 21 years, 1,300 children of Liuna's members are enrolled in that program. All of you, I believe, are enrolled in the program. And after the ceremonies this evening for our scholarship recipients, we're going to give out some of the first checks, which we do every year. We started this a few years ago, to some students that are also here that are going to receive their first check from CST, and we'll call them up later as well. 21 years has passed since the time where a young lady sat where you are today, facing the podium as a scholarship recipient, and her proud parents, Serafino and Ida, were sitting in the audience, proud of their daughter's achievements. And I have to tell you that Serafino Felice is still a member of ours. After all these years, he's a pensioner, he still pays his pensioner dues, and is still a member of ours. And I have the honor and opportunity, once every 4 years, to see all of our members that have 40 years of service, 30, 25, etc., at a function such as this. And that's another one of my favorite functions, because we get to see all of our members from many years back, the very members who really built this great organization, Liuna Local 837. At that time, this young lady was with her boyfriend. And her boyfriend, Sam, at that time, sat at the table and also was proud of his girlfriend. He's also with her this evening and happens to be her husband now. And our keynote speaker has grown into a leader in this community and has done wonderful, wonderful things and continues to add so much to this great community. In those 21 years, she was the director of the associate campaign of McMaster University's $126 million Changing Tomorrow Today campaign. And many of you who live in this community remember what a vibrant and positive campaign that was to raise money for McMaster University. Prior to that, she graduated from McMaster, obtained her BA, her master's, and her MBA. And she also graduated from the Hamilton-Burlington Bay Area Community Leadership Program. But most importantly is the fact that she was a recipient of the scholarship program and is here today as the president and CEO of St. Joseph's Healthcare Foundation, which she was appointed on June 1st, 2009. In this role, she's responsible for fundraising initiatives and community outreach and communications with our great community in order to support the great things that St. Joseph's Hospital does. We've been proud of our affiliation with St. Joe's, and because of the good work that Sarah Felice has done, she has brought a level of professionalism, and we're proud to be associated with her and with St. Joseph's Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the CEO of St. Joseph's Healthcare Foundation, but also a past recipient of the Liuna Scholarship Program, Sarah Felice Armenia.